Disclaimer: this is for informative and educational purposes only. Consult your physician if going to implement any new medical regimen. Today, we're diving deep into the magical world of aloe vera. I mean, just think about it. This little succulent is like a superhero for your skin and body. It's not just any plant. It's scientifically known as Aloe barbadensis Miller, part of the Asphodelaceae family, and it comes from places like North Africa and the Arabian Peninsula. Can you believe something so stunning and hardy comes from such diverse origins? Wow, that's fascinating. I didn't really think of aloe vera having such an extensive background. Like, how did it go from these dry regions to being in our homes? Great question. Aloe vera is built for survival. Its thick, fleshy leaves are designed to store water, making it an ideal candidate for arid environments. But it thrives inside our homes too. All it really needs is some bright, indirect sunlight. Imagine it basking in a cozy window for about 6 to 8 hours a day. That's not too hard to manage. I guess kind of like how a cat finds the sunniest spot in the house to nap. Exactly. And there's a bit more to it. The ideal temperature for this plant is between 55 to 80 degrees Celsius. If it gets too cold, it can be detrimental. Think of it like a person who can't stand the cold, just grumpy and wilting away. Haha! So it's like me in winter. No sunshine, no happiness. But what about watering? I've heard people say they kill plants by overwatering them. The infamous drowning. Aloe vera should be watered using a soak and dry method. You soak the soil thoroughly and then let it dry out completely before watering again. In summer, it's generally every 2 to 3 weeks and monthly in winter. It's kind of like taking a nice long drink on a hot day and then chilling for a while. No chugging. Oh, that makes sense. So it's about balance. Speaking of balance, can I treat it like a pet? Like, how do I propagate it when it gets too big? I love that analogy. Yes, you can think of aloe vera as a pet that needs a little grooming. The best method to propagate it is through offsets, or what we affectionately call pups. You want to wait until those pups are around 3 to 4 inches tall before you detach them. It's a bit like taking a little sibling along for an adventure. Or, that's adorable. And if I were to cut a leaf, would it be like taking a slice of pizza? Like, do I just chop it off? Haha, great visual. Yes, you can use leaf cuttings, but you'll want to let that leaf dry out first before planting. Just keep in mind, this method is a little less reliable. It's more hit or miss, kind of like guessing where to find a good slice in an unfamiliar pizzeria. I get that. And what about keeping it healthy long term? Like, are there any pests I should worry about? For sure, you'll want to keep an eye out for aphids and mealybugs. Those little guys can be a nuisance. The main disease to watch out for, though, is root rot, which is due to overwatering. You'll notice yellowing leaves with the sign that your plant is sending out an SOS. Yikes. Yikes. So, once I've got my aloe vera thriving and I want to use it, how do I harvest it safely? Excellent question. To harvest, you want to select mature leaves. Be careful to drain the yellow sap first. It's called aloin and can cause some irritation. Trust me, you don't want that on your skin. The gel, on the other hand, can be refrigerated for a week or even frozen for longer storage. It's like little time capsules of goodness. Wow, that sounds easy enough. And what are some cool ways I can actually use this gel? Oh, the possibilities are endless. You can use it topically to soothe minor burns and wounds, or even as a moisturizer. Internally, it can aid digestion and bolster your immune system if consumed in moderation. Think of it as your body's little wellness boost. That's awesome. But are there any side effects I should be aware of? Definitely wise to ask. Allergic reactions can happen, and taking too much inner aloe can have a laxative effect. So always do a patch test first. It's like going slow when trying out a roller coaster. You want to make sure you're comfortable before going full speed. Ooh, I love that analogy. And I heard some people create their own products with aloe vera. Can you really do that? Absolutely. You can make face mists, hand sanitizers, and even lip balms without all the chemicals you find in commercial products. It's like being your own mad scientist in the lab of your home. Haha! That sounds incredibly fun. So in conclusion, aloe vera is a total powerhouse for health and skincare, right? You've got it. With a bit of proper care and creativity, Aloe vera can definitely be a valuable ally in your wellness routine. It'll turn into that friend who's always there for you, both in health and beauty. I can't wait to start my own aloe journey. Thanks for sharing all this amazing info. If you want recipes and more, let me know in the chat. I'm getting ready to release an ebook on this topic. For more topics like this, like and subscribe. 1,000 likes, I will post another.